wanted to show you the series of stretches that I do first thing in the morning before I even get out of bed, which just keeps me loose, and I'm doing it at a time where I haven't got to schedule it into my day because I'm kind of lying there and I might as well be stretching as I'm lying there in my bed. So I'm just going to run through and tell you what I do. So as soon as I wake up, first thing I do is I just hug my knee into my chest, and I just push that back into my hand for 5 seconds. And I'm going to do 5-second presses like that. Then I'll switch over, bring the other knee in, and again just press my knee into my hands for 5 seconds, 5-second presses, okay? Which just unlocks one of the joints on my hip. Then what I do is I hug my knees in, and I just rock my hips, well, hit my lower back into the floor, and I do 20 little rocks like this. It just opens up my lower back, which has a tendency to go into too much of an arch, so it just helps to take it the opposite direction. Then I put my knees down flat, I take my hands out and take the knees, drop them across the other side, which is stretching out my lower back. Hold that in there for about 20-30 seconds. Come into the middle, over to the other side, 20-30 seconds, stretching out the other side. So then what I do, come back into the centre, I'll cross one foot over, or one knee over the other knee, hug behind the knees and pull in. That's just stretching through my hip through here. If you're a desk worker, they get particularly tight, so good to loosen them off. And then switch over, other knee, stretching through, so now I can feel that on my right hip. It's a good 20-second, 30-second hold there. Then what I'll do is I'll come in, just drop the knees out, so I just stretch through the groin a little bit. Again, 20-30 seconds of doing that. Then I'll come in, hands behind the knee, take my foot up towards the ceiling, stretching out my hamstrings, much to the delight of my Pilates instructor, because my hamstrings are kind of notorious in our class for not doing what she wants them to do. I've just put a little circle in my foot there, just to add a little bit of mobility into my ankles at the same time. Switch over, do the other one. Again, just circling that ankle, just to improve my ankle and just to try and get that hamstring as straight as possible. Okay, so that's all my lying flat ones. Then I'll just skim it over to the side of my bed. I hug one knee in, drop the other leg off the couch. That's going to stretch my hip flexor out, which sits in here quite deep. Anyone who sits at a desk, they do tend to get quite tight hip flexors, so really good stretch to do. Good 20-30 seconds here. Then I'll switch over, do the other one, into there. So again, good 20-30 second hold in there. Next thing I'll do is I will stretch out my chest through a doorway, just 20 seconds holding there. Then I go downstairs and make a cup of tea. As I'm making the cup of tea and the kettle's boiling, I stretch out my quad. So I get my heel towards my bottom, so stretching out the front of my leg. If you can't reach, you can get a towel around your foot and pull that up to stretch out the front of the leg. So I'll do good 20 seconds on each side of that. And then finally, have my cup of tea in my hand, and I'll go to the bottom of my stairs. What I'll do is I'll just push my heel down below the bottom of the stairs, just to stretch my calves out. And for me, standing all day, my calves get very, very tight. So just loosening my calves off, again, 20 seconds on each side. So what I've done there is I've just loosened everything off around my body to give my body a chance to just get limber in the mornings. It's kind of done. I haven't even scheduled it into my day, haven't thought about it. It's just everything's loosened up, kind of my whole lower body and a few upper bodies done as well. And just makes me feel so much better. Everything just feels a little bit looser when I've done it all. Hope that helps you. Any questions? Pop me a message on Facebook, or my email is info@refreshwellness.org.uk. And thank you very much for watching.